Okay, good morning, Year 10. I wanted to record a very quick video to introduce this week to you and the lessons that you're going to be doing this week because this is our last week of media study for this year. Next week, you're going to go back into school and do your final week of core subjects. So this is the last week of lessons that you'll have before September. Um, so, of course, included in this week is your online media assessment, and I wanted to make sure you're super confident with that and you know exactly what to expect. If after this video and this lesson you still have questions, please let me know. I'll share my homework. I'd be more than happy to help you with your understanding and make you feel nice and confident. So your assessment is Wednesday, the 8th of July. And it's split into 3 sections. So what I'm testing you on is all of the units of study and the course content that we have covered since Easter. So there won't be any return to the previous units that we did before Easter. It will just be based on content that we've looked at during remote learning online. And specifically, as you can see here, the 3 sections will be unseen analysis. So we've had lots of practice of that over the last couple of weeks. And that will continue in exactly the same way. So the question will be phrased the same way. You go through exactly the same steps. Section B, which is the biggest section, will be regarding advertising case study. So we obviously spent a big chunk of time on advertising at the beginning of this term. We looked at our 3 advertising CSPs, Galaxy, OMO, and NHS Represent, and you are going to be asked questions on all 3 of those. And then section C is music promotion, which includes One Direction and Arctic Monkeys. And again, you're going to be asked questions on both of those. That's worth slightly less marks because there are less CSPs and because we've spent less time on it. In terms of what kind of questions to be expecting, the forms lesson will be, the forms format will be used, so just like a lesson, it will look like the forms lesson that you're used to, you're familiar with. And there will be a range of questions. So there'll be some multiple choice questions, which will have the number there next to it, how many marks it's worth. There'll be some short answer questions, some 2-mark answer questions, quite a few of those. And there will be also a 4-mark question and a 6-mark question. And then there will be some longer answer questions as well. So you'll have your 12-mark unseen question. You'll also have a longer 8-mark question and a 6-mark question that require more like 2 or 3 paragraphs worth of writing. In the questions on the exam paper, I will say exactly what the expectations are for how long the answer is, and I'll give you the prompts as I do normally. In terms of timing, it's supposed to last an hour. If it takes you slightly longer because of tech issues, that's absolutely fine. Don't worry. I just want you to make sure that you have approximately an hour. So if it's slightly over, that's fine. It means that you should be spending roughly just over a minute per mark on questions. So if there's a 12-mark question, I expect you to spend about 15 minutes on that. So in terms of how we're going to prepare for that, you've got 2 assessment preparation lessons. The first one is today's lesson, and in this lesson we're going to kind of combine section A and B. So I'm going to get you to go back and look at the 3 advertising CSPs, Galaxy, OMO and NHS Represent, and I'm going to get you to apply your unseen analysis skills to them. So that means that you'll answer the same questions that you're used to answering when you're looking at unseen text, this time to the advertising. The idea of that is it's designing to get you to review the key aspects of the adverts, make sure you're really confident with those key elements, but also to test your unseen skills at the same time. In tomorrow's preparation lesson, there's no new content. It will just be me selecting specific video tutorials for you to re-watch. So there won't be any new videos, but instead I will have selected a range of videos which explicitly cover content that is in your exam. There are no videos that I've selected that covers things that are not in the exam. So I've tried to make it easier for you. So if you rewatch those videos, it'll be nice and fresh in your mind. You'll be able to read through your notes, add to your notes as you watch. I've also given you in advance the long answer question. So you will know 2 of the questions that will come up in your exam the next day. Just like in English, an open book exam has been created in order to support you because of the remote learning style. It gives you a little bit more time to feel prepared and to know what to do on Wednesday. So you've got planning space in the lesson tomorrow to start drafting your answers and having a go at that. if on that day you want to ask me a question about that specific question, that's fine. I won't be able to mark any of them before the assessment the following day, but I will be able to answer any questions that you have or check anything that you want me to. Then on Wednesday we have our online assessment, and then on Thursday our final lesson of the year together. I've produced a lesson which is the introduction to the NEA, which is the non-exam assessment. Now, this is what's commonly known as a coursework project. So this is our practical project that we're going to be starting in September. A practical project for media counts for 30% of your grade. So the idea is that I'm introducing the concept of it this week so that if you have the capacity to do so, if you have the time to do so, do some thinking or planning or creative practice over the summer, you'll kind of be able to, you'll be able to do something meaningful that will help you in September. So I'll explain exactly what that means in that lesson and get you started on some really nice creative thinking. Okay, good luck with your assessment prep. Any questions, let me know.